Jorge Masvidal is a professional mixed martial artist since 2003. He of course competes for the UFC, but also competed for Bellator, Strikeforce, Shark Fights and World Victory Road. Masvidal was born and raised in Miami to a Cuban father and a Peruvian mother. According to Masvidal, his father left Cuba in a self-made raft when he was young, ending up at Virgin Islands. Masvidal's father was later imprisoned for more than 20 years for manslaughter and drug trafficking. Masvidal later competed in wrestling at San Brendan High School but failed to stay eligible because of his grades, and then began training in mixed martial arts. Masvidal has stepped up less than 1 week notice to face Kamaru Usman for the UFC Welterweight Championship at UFC 251, replacing the original challenger Gilbert Burns, who tested positive for COVID-19. It just turns out to be that his 49th professional contest will be his first title shot at the UFC welterweight belt. Later than any fighter has ever gotten a title shot ever. It would truly be an amazing achievement if he could pull this one off. This video recaps the year of 2019, probably the best year of any fighter in the world of MMA. A true born fighter, Masvidal was often involved in street fights from a young age. Yes, he fought one of Kimbo Slice's proteges on YouTube and defeated his ass. And probably a lot more that weren't on YouTube. And he of course holds the record for the fastest growing shot in UFC history. Yep, that really happened. Anyway, after a 16-month layoff, Masvidal faced Darren Till in 2019. Although dropped in the first round, he went on to win the fight via knockout in the second round. The win also earned Masvidal his second fight of the night and third performance of the night bonus awards. Knocking out one Englishman out cold wasn't enough for Jorge Masvidal. While doing an interview backstage, Leon Edwards walked by off screen and provoking Masvidal somehow. Don't do that to Gamebred. This guy is the real deal, and when he comes at you with his hands behind his back, he means business, fighting business. And then happened the infamous 3-piece with a soda. Perhaps Michael Bisping summed it up best at the end of the clip. Wow. So later on that year, Masvidal faced the undefeated Ben Askren. Ben Askren had 22 wins and 0 losses, defeating his opponents with his insane grappling skills. And when he faced Masvidal, then happened what probably should be the knockout of the year. Boom! With a flying knee in the first 5 seconds, the fastest knockout in UFC history. Boom, and another shot. That were super necessary, of course. He shot himself at superstardom. I can watch that over and over again. What a ridiculous knockout. Later on that year, Nate Diaz himself, after defeating Anthony Pettis, he called out Jorge Masvidal, calling it the defense of his BMF belt, and the UFC actually realized this. What I really like about this build-up of this fight, they truly respected each other, yet this was the biggest fight of the year, meaning you don't need to trash talk to get a big fight like this. They hyped up this fight with the incredible fights both fighters already had, and everybody was tuning in to see this fight. Masvidal was putting on a masterclass on Nate Diaz that night, with some amazing striking display. The end of the fight was a bit of a lackluster at first. He won the fight via technical knockout via doctor stoppage between rounds 3 and 4. When the cage-side doctor determined a cut over Diaz's right eye and rendered him unable to continue. While the decision was controversial amongst fans, while seeing the replay and seeing that almost his entire eyebrow was off, people were agreeing, alright, maybe this was a good time to stop this fight. Let's keep his eye in his eye socket. Dana White summed up the fight pretty well by saying it was basically a street fight tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please like the video, it helps out a lot. So, what is gonna happen this weekend at Fight Island? Comment below and let me know. Well, I'm just a huge fan of MMA who likes to share his passion for it. Also a fan of MMA? Then subscribe for more coming content. Ciao guys!